Hello, good evening, happy Wednesday. I'm still a little bit trying to work out what to do, because I had the clever idea. Well, our hobby store that we go to has a X amount of years anniversary. Hello, good evening, Ben. I hope you are well. They're having I think it's 11 years or something like that, quite a significant, a big, yeah, a big date. And we're going there, and then all of a sudden, 2 days ago, or 3 days ago, yeah, it was just a really, really bad headache. I just proper migrainey, and it was pretty awful, to be honest. Yeah, much better now. But yeah. Thank you for asking. But yeah, so they have their weekend festivities, and then they posted 2 days ago that they were going to do a painting competition thing. With a week notice. Why? Why give me a week notice? That's the worst. So I got and I was like, oh, which models? What are the parameters? What are the requirements, etc. And they're like, oh, well, no requirements, just something that you're proud of. And I was like, oh well. Skittles has gone to his new home. My Lord of Change has gone to his new home. My Lady Olinder has gone to a new home. So what does that leave? Iridan. So oh great, I'll do Iridan. And then yesterday, message from eBay, Iridan sold. For flip's sake. So now I need to come up with an alternative to bring with me. And I was thinking possibly doing Talia. But looking at it, I'm it's a lot of brown and a lot of it's not a very exciting model. So I was thinking maybe Draika. Obviously, I'll have to do touch up and stuff because this is one of my earlier models. So, but overall, I'm not unhappy with her. And I have today and a bit of Friday to touch her up, so I think I might do that. This is slightly more interesting to look at than. No, I think Talia. It's a really cool model, but it's all browns and reds, and I mean, I would have to touch up her hair. I'd have to fix all the cloth because it's very painterly-y. I don't know if you can see it, but it's over here, for example, you can really see the brush strokes, which is not a bad thing necessarily, but for a painting competition, it's just difficult because Talia is probably technically a better painted model. But she's also way more intricate, more. It's all the same. It's browns, reds, and metal, silvery metal. So I would have to do a lot of touching up to feel better about this model. I would I'd probably want to paint her again, like do it again. Like if this was like a couple of weeks away, I would just do the black coach. But can't really do that. My squigs are not exactly like, they're cute, but they're not exactly like competition pieces. And again, like very painterly-esque, which again, not a bad thing, but. And then I thought for a bit, maybe I'll do like one of the handmaidens from Celestine. And that could work, I guess, but I'd have to touch up the metal and the white cloth. I might go for Draika. I've always enjoyed Sylvaneth, and I think it's the more interesting model to look at. So I have to fix the face and the skin. Do some work on the honeycomb. And fix the beetles. And get this green to be brighter. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try that and see how it goes. The timing could not be worse, right? Like 1 week earlier, and I would have had Eridan. A couple of weeks later, I would have had the black coach. Is G okay? Oh, he's just scruffling. He's digging. He's very tired from Happy Days daycare today, so he was making a bed of the doormat. How have you been, Ben? Are you alright? How am I finding the patch? Yeah, good so far. I haven't really been able to play very much yet. I played, I did Mythic Zeros on Sunday night and yesterday to make sure I had the best options for the vault. But I haven't even had a chance to check my vault because of, yeah, I only got home like, well, not long ago, and had to make some dinner and see if I have a different cup anywhere because my cup is a bit dirty. Ah, Nick has a cup. I'm gonna steal Nick's cup. How are you finding it? Are you enjoying it? Did you work out what I meant about the Oh, yeah, of course you worked out. About who surprised on the roster for the raid. But of course you worked it out because I think you commented on the return post. You're grand. If you can do time over for the raid, but yeah, I can't. Yeah, Ricky Ree. No, unfortunately I have to work. So that is not an option. I wish though. Yeah, he left a reaction. Yeah, I think both of your hunters now have 2 sets. Jesus, Ben. That's very early on. That's awesome. How'd you get 2 sets? Oh, one from the vault and one from time walking. Because the catalyst isn't ready yet, is it? The boots that boost the cloak, jeez. Oh, we have a charge, okay. That's cool. I think I probably would do the raid first. Because I'd be very upset if I use a catalyst charge and then a piece dropped and I won it. You were very lucky and showed it for mythical. Oh, nice. Yeah, from the Mythic Zeros that I did, I picked up a few bits of loot, but I can't equip any of it because they're all replacing tier pieces. Chest from time walking. Oh, nice. Hello, White Wolf. How are you? How are you finding Fulgrim? Big Hunter got chest from vault. Nice. Shattered on your week off. I'm not surprised. You're doing a lot of streaming. He's very fun, happy. Yeah, he looks amazing so far. I found out yesterday or the day before that our local hobby store has it's not quite a competition, but it is sort of a competition, and it is this Saturday. They just say like bring your favorite model or bring a model that you're proud of. And I was like, oh, cool, well, okay, it's a bit short notice, but I guess I can bring Iridan. And then yesterday, Iridan sold on eBay, so I can't bring Iridan. So I thought I'll have a look through my my model cabinet, what I still have, but all the good ones they've all sold, which is great. I mean, that's great. But yeah, Lord of Change is in the Netherlands. Skittles, the Harbinger of Decay, is in Wales. Lady Olinder is in the Netherlands. Iridan is on his way to France at the moment. So, and I thought for a bit, I thought, oh, I might do Talia, but looking at her, I just find her not interesting enough. I would have to fix an awful lot for to feel like I would want to show her off. So instead, I'm going to try and fix up. Not a comp is definitely a comp. Well, I think the problem is that I know what I can do. As long as I have time and as long as I don't rush. But yes, it definitely is a redoer, yeah. It's yeah, they were like, oh yeah, it's yeah, they're calling it a painting competition, but it's clearly not like properly planned. A bit of a lastminute.com kind of addition to the weekend, I get the impression. After that, they're going to do it quarterly, which is cool. That means that I can submit something quarterly, which is but yeah, I could redo Talia, or at least redo parts of her. I just don't have time to do that now, not before Saturday. Unfortunately, so yeah, it's annoying because I am normally, like, historically, I've always had models upon models, and then I thought, you know what, I've got too many models, I should probably sell some and then get some money back and buy some new ones. And here we are. And the problem is I know who's going to be judging, so it's and I know what kind of stuff he looks for, so it's just wouldn't feel comfortable with Talia. What's everyone else up to this week? How are we all doing? Just a normal week. Same. Same. Lots of video games. Nice. I could do with a holiday and play some more video games. But you mean lots of WoW? Ah, you paint it, you're right. Thank you for the bonk.
I'm not a shrink!
Oh, thank you for the posture check. And hydrate. And the stretch. Self-care bomb. Rank 11 renown. Jesus. That is pretty nuts, my man. Have you been enjoying the patch so far? I mean, probably, it sounds like it, but... BB2. trying to work out what that's short for. I should know. I think there's people with more. Yeah, I'm sure there are, but Blood Bowl course it is. Was it fun? You love it? Nice. Who are you playing with? You have no friends, you just play by yourself. Is there a PC game of Blood Bowl? I just somehow assumed you'll be playing Tabletop Simulator. Oh. That's cool. I did not know that was a thing. Makes sense. No idea why I painted her eyes red originally. What on earth is going on here? I'll tell you what's going on. You're making a mess of it. It's like, yeah, no shit. It's always cool when you find a game that you really, really enjoy, though. I am pretty stuck in my ways myself. I absolutely love World of Warcraft. Not that I have enough time to play as much as I would want. Or rather, I can't really make enough time at the moment. I think that's probably more of an accurate... Yeah, that's probably more accurate than... Because I could play more, but... I come home and I'm tired and I know if I go sit behind my PC and log into WoW, I'll just end up sitting in like a city hub or something, and or maybe I might do some herbalism or something. Something else that's not particularly challenging. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there are, to me, more interesting ways to spend my evening at the moment. If I only have a few hours, I want to spend them doing something super chill. Camera, could we focus, please? And not on a rubber band in the background. Hey, Wolfie, how are you? Doing alright? Hoping it stays cooler today. Yeah, it was very warm today here. Super muggy. I was glad that my dog could go to doggy daycare where they just take the paddling pools out and let the dogs all play in the water all day. Because the walk at work, like just around the block, is very hot at the moment. Hi, how am I? I'm all right, thank you. Not too bad. Love the big Sylvaneth models. Yeah, me too. I'm a big fan. I like all of the Sylvaneth models, to be honest. I think they all have something really cool. I just thought I was explaining this earlier. Our local hobby store has an anniversary weekend this coming weekend. They very last minute, like literally like 2 days ago, said, "Oh, we're having a painting competition. Everyone just bring in your models that you're most proud of." And oh. I was like, that's a week. Like, how am I supposed to? And initially I thought, oh, well, I can bring my Iridan, because I'm quite happy with my Iridan. And then, literally last night, or Sunday night, we had a message from eBay. Your model has sold. So, Iridan went in the post today. He's on his way to France. You did get 80 I'll find the cherry blossom 3-5. I've got little pink blossoms in my Sylvaneth as well. Almost all of my Sylvaneth, like the Tree Lord and Hunters, and they all have little pink blossoms. But yeah, so the model that I thought I would bring as like a backup plan, I couldn't bring. So I'm now trying to touch up, Dryka in hopes that one of my earliest models that I've ever painted isn't going to completely embarrass me. But yeah, so we're touching up catching up and hoping that I can get her to look presentable for Saturday. Which isn't a lot of time, if I'm honest. I'm hoping I'll be able to pull it off. But if nothing else, it's the very first model I bought from that shop, so if nothing else, there's nostalgia. Yeah, but not too hot in your place when you get home. 35 degrees with the AC blasting and flipped a breaker. Oh no. Yeah, you can't paint in that kind of heat. No, it's funny, isn't it? Like, you sit here with your hair dryer in winter trying to get your paint to dry, but then when it's heat wave kind of hot, that's impossible too. Sorry, George, you're on my cable. Overland sunset. Some gits. No, you can't win. No, we're you're either yeah, it's either too hot or too cold or never quite Princess on the Pea kind of. Hi, Thijs. Weather always sucks for Dutch people. I think normally it's all right for Dutch people. It's very. This is almost the same color. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't normally have much of an issue with, or never used to anyway, have much of an issue with Dutch weather. Because it's very, well, it's always like, even in the summer when it's warm, usually it's just like around like 22 degrees or whatever. But, it's, I think the last 8 years or so, the heat waves have gotten hotter and, yeah, it's not all as easy anymore. Heat waves here as well. Glad you got the AC thing in your room next door. Put it on. Yeah, it's very, very warm here as well at the moment, guys. It's really muggy, like hot and stifling and sweaty weather. still one of the best purchases that we have ever done is pick up a portable AC. Such a good buy. We didn't think we'd use it as much as we do. It's great. Heat waves have gotten hotter, climate change. Oh yeah. It always surprises me that people can still think that the world isn't heating up. Like, I can't remember the last time we had proper snow. Whereas as a kid I can remember like almost every winter being able to go sledding. Yeah, I haven't been able to do that since... when was it? The Beast from the East? I think was the last time we had a proper snowstorm. Got that one as well, I always forget the English word. Portable one, yeah, we have... Why? It says it's portable, but it's not all that portable because it's still really flippin' heavy. But I love our little AC unit. It's on at the moment in the back, behind me in the garage here, and it's I came in here and it was really stuffy. Camera, please. Really stuffy. And I just set it to 23 degrees, which still sounds quite hot. But if I set it to 22, it just keeps blasting, and I find it just slightly too cold. So 23 for me is perfect. $27 is quite hot, isn't it? I don't know how warm it's supposed to be here at the moment, like outside. Let me have a look. Curious now. Hello? Well, supposedly 21, but with rain showers, so it's not cold. The average is 23. Yeah, God. it's look, don't get me wrong. I really, really enjoy warm weather. I'm just very conscious of the fact that it's not supposed to be this warm. And I prefer it to be nice and warm when I'm actually off and able to enjoy it, not when I'm at work. Have I played through any of the story in Koresh? Yes. I mean, I did the cloak storyline and stuff, and so I want to say yes. I have to admit, I don't normally pay an awful lot of attention to the story, which is a cardinal sin. I do know. Why do you ask? Demencia's quest gets you a crest. Oh. Did not know that. Good to know. Ruined one. Oh, awesome. I'm assuming it's not early on in the quest progress, the quest chain. And the chapter 4, okay. I'll have to have a look. I genuinely can't remember how far I got. I should be making more time for WoW, but just my brain's just not had any brain power for it. It's annoying because I really love WoW. It's my favorite PC game, my favorite computer game, period. And I'm just really struggling to find the motivation to do anything most days. Looking forward to the raid though. Gonna be... Looks like it's quite an interesting raid. Quite a few mechanics that could be potentially really problematic. I wonder how many people use the cloak with... Oh man. I think it really depends on how big the button is. Like, is it just a normal, like, is it going to be like the normal extraction button? Because I watched that that boss fight, the guide, where we have to like blink through the wall thing. And the guy whose video I was watching, his like cloak button didn't really show very bright. I was expecting him to have like a big old action button. And from what I understand, like if you don't use that button, you're just dead. So we'll find out. Question 3: what are some big differences in the Netherlands and the UK, except obvious like driving on the wrong side of the road? Like, biggest difference for me, there's two actually. The main first one is the quality of the roads. In the Netherlands, 3. In the Netherlands, the roads are so much better. Here, there's potholes everywhere and cracks in the road, and it's just really, yeah, the roads are really, really bad here. Which is sort of understandable if you think about how big the country is. But it's, yeah, that was a big adjustment for me, just to see how you go from these perfect well-maintained roads in the Netherlands, and you come here and they're pretty crap. Second thing is how much bigger the country is. And don't get me wrong, England is still quite small in the grand scale of things, or in the grand scheme of things. But there's an extra button. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know, like, in the grand scheme of things, England's not that big. But compared to the Netherlands, where almost everything is cyclable, that is a big difference. Like, I used to be able to bike to work, and if I do that now, I would have to be biking past the motorway, and it would take me like 45 minutes to an hour just to get to town. Deus Ex Macchiato, thank you so much for the follow. I love your name. Yeah, so it's England is a lot bigger than the Netherlands, and I was used to being able to drive from one corner of the country to the other side in 2.5 hours, and here it's normal to just go see someone who lives an hour away. So yeah. Welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoy yourself. It's I'm doing touch up on a model that one of my first models that I've ever painted, and I have a bit of a lastminute.com well, I need a model basically this Saturday, because my local hobby store has an anniversary event, and they're doing a small competition, and I want to bring something, and all my good models are well, they've been sold. So what did I paint before Warhammer? Stuff on paper, really. I never really painted any other miniatures before Warhammer. Yeah, I have some like paper art, like just like gouache and acrylics. Come on, fingerprint. Let me see, I have some photos, I think. Yeah, like, it's quite bad actually. I was like 16, 17 when I painted these. Like that kind of stuff, and that one's quite cool actually. See if I can. That kind of stuff. I used to I did more drawing than anything else. Did illustration. Never really painted anything before minis. No, same. Like I used to do like anime. Did I ever take photos of? Yeah, also for this kind of stuff, like and I don't know if I took a picture of. Oh yeah, like Naruto kind of things, and but most of the stuff, yeah, I haven't. Yeah, Warhammer is quite new to me. Still. And I'm really enjoying it. It's really, really, really fun. I haven't really touched any other kind of art medium since I started painting Warhammer, so that's saying something, I guess. Dice, to come back to your question, so the roads, the distances, there was something else. Gramps, how are you? How are you doing? Trying to remember what the other thing was that I had to get used to. I mean, meal deals here at the supermarket, when you go for lunch, you pick up a sandwich and a drink. Crisps are normal to have for lunch in England, which at least when I lived in the Netherlands wasn't the case. That was more of an evening snack. Yeah, I'm alright. I had it was just a really bad headache, and I was really hoping that I'd be able to shift it in time. But I just ended up with a migraine tablet and hiding in a dark room, so that worked. That well, got the job done. But very annoying because I wanted to do some painting and I couldn't, so. But thank you for asking. It means a lot that you all remember. I'm just trying to remember the third thing that I just thought of that is so different between the Netherlands and England. So I was talking about cars and distance of driving. I mean, almost everyone has a driving license here, which is understandable because you can't get anywhere without a car. And for the rest, God, what else? I had something else that I can't really think of it now. Can't remember what I was thinking. What were you expecting me to say, Dice? Hello, camera? Thank you. The road and habit country is two different things, so 26 degrees in your bedroom. Oh gosh. Yeah, that is doable. But yeah, the quality of the roads is the main thing. That was honestly the first thing that I noticed, and it was really shocking to me how different that was. Ah, okay. I was just wondering if there was something that another thing that I noticed is that in England they don't have like folk singers. There is no musical genre that focuses on levenslied or like there is no André Hazes equivalent here. There are no like cabaret songs or anything like that. So yeah, that's another big one. And no Indonesian food around here where I am, which is heartbreaking to me. This thing is all about weapons stuff that's going around happening there now. Weapons? Commercials. Welcome back. What kind of weapons thing? The knives? I mean, there's knives everywhere, right? And knife crime. See, I don't really listen to or watch the news. So I feel like I probably miss out on quite a lot of information that maybe other people might have. Gramps, you might know what Thijs is referring to. I don't think that young people and knife crime is necessarily an English thing. Like, I feel like that's everywhere. If they can't get guns, they'll get knives. At least knives are slightly less mass murdery most of the time. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was not specifically, not England specifically that, but I wasn't sure. Like I said, I don't really watch the news, so I do miss. I think every large city has problems with knife crime. I don't think that's England only. Get to his way back. Scouts part of the uniform with an 8-inch Bowie knife. Nice. I mean, there is knife crime, definitely. I have heard that is the case, but haven't really noticed. Like, I can't tell anyone is like People aren't afraid of like knife fights or anything like that. No, you can't have a 2-inch pocket knife now. Hang off your belt, you cut bus or what? Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? How times change. Or was it a knife fight? 45 years butcher. Yeah, bung you out where you stand. That'd be funny. Like, try me, bitch. I was like, that's not a knife. This is a knife. Yeah, that is true, I guess. But I think that says more about the economy and desperation of the youth than it says about knife crime or like crime in general, which is maybe I'm being a bit optimistic here, but I get the impression that like if you look after your people, if you look after your youngins, that things like that just don't happen as much. Knife is pretty before, yeah. You can afford iPhones, moped, etc. Yeah. That's true, but also, like, you can't get anything meaningful, if that makes sense. Like Nivian and I both work hard, very sensible with money, apart from the Warhammer stuff. And we wouldn't have been able to buy our house if we hadn't had help from Nick's dad. Like, no chance. Unfortunate thing is, crazy things happen because of it. You think a lot of people don't have patience anymore. So clever bus. I was being a little loud. He was something about it. Go to yeah. It's people feel entitled. Same in the 80s. It's easy to blame others for your life choices. Yeah, absolutely. These things around 40s. True. Yeah, but how much is your house worth compared to how much you spent on it? Like the housing market's gone absolutely insane. We needed to have a 6-day week, yeah. We needed to have a 20% deposit to be able to buy our house. And yeah, that would never have happened. Like, not ever, I think. Because all it takes is your car breaking down and all your nice savings are gone. Doubled in 10 years, yeah. Another double in 3 weeks. If only. But yes, I know what you're saying. And the only reason I say if only is because I'm now on the housing ladder, so you wish you had your own house. Still, nope, but it's hard to get around your own. It is, absolutely. You don't think it was easier back then? I don't know. Just looking at inflation and like mortgage rates and stuff like that. House price versus annual salary and that kind of stuff. Like, it used to be like 5 times an annual salary and now it's 15 times an annual salary. You work 2 jobs, wife work nights just to pay for the house. No, I'll just 10 years, just a weekend in a tent in a rain in Blackpool, yeah. Uphill both ways. But yeah, I know what you're saying. It's not easy. And some people just have it easier. I think that's probably also just the truth of it. You hear more from the people who have it easy. So it's easier to compare yourself to other people with social media and everything. See if everything I've after that, nothing went back cheaper or still expensive. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like I wouldn't be able to afford a kid on my salary at the moment. Not that I want kids, but I'd be be impossible, or it feels like it would be impossible. My mum made do. She managed it. Don't know how, but she managed it with us. But that was on benefits. You have a kid who's small and went to daycare today. That's true. That is true. I have the very cringe thing that is a fur baby. Costs about as much as a child as well. With all the vet visits and stuff like that. This is so trypophobia. Heavy, this model. Creepy as. Gross. Should have small attack bees coming out of those holes. I mean, they're not really bees, but they're there. Just need to touch them up to make sure that they look a bit more contrasty, because at the moment they just sort of disappear into the rest of the model. No, I've had my hand over them, to be fair, so... Oh, that's an amazing emote. The honeybee booty. Oh. Bit too much. Guess we'll touch that up with a bit of the light. You just came from a horror movie. Which one? And did it have holes in it? And bees? Weapons? I can't say I've heard of that. Pretty much perfect. That's always nice. Doesn't happen often. If anyone's lurking who loves horror, don't miss out. Okay. What, the movie is just called Weapons? Okay. I'm not necessarily a horror movie fan, but appreciate the recommendation nonetheless. I get paid $7 every chat I go to and say it. And just clicking through Twitch. Go watch Weapons. Wonk, $7. What's the movie about? I mean, weapons probably, but it's, bunch of kids go missing at the same time and no one knows why. Okay. There's usually a clown involved when that happens. I'm assuming that saying any more will be massive spoilers. So, we're back coffee. Nice. I'm trying to think of the last movies that I've watched that I could recommend. I don't really watch very many movies. Craziness, your 3D printer so... Oh, nice, yes! I switched for a while, but now you use the updated version of the software. A little tricky to sort of kind of figure stuff out. Print's beautiful now. 2 small things for Halloween. Seen how they come out and we'll paint them first. Crazy look. Yeah, 3D printing is absolutely bananas. It is so cool. I'm still amazed with how beautiful things can look from a 3D printer. Like in my mind, I'm still thinking about the really shitty 3D prints from back in day when it didn't really look like much at all. And now you can basically print whatever you want with the right STL. Did you get a filament printer, or is it like with the spools of resin, or is it resin? Not print filament, or did you get a resin printer with a vat? I can't remember what you said. Filament printer, yeah, awesome. Can make some really, really cool stuff with those. I know Nivian wants a filament printer at some point, but we don't really have much space for one. It's one of those things that if we have space for it at some point, we'll get one. But right now we have resin printers, so I guess we don't really need one, but it's what have you been printing so far? Get rid of my hobby. No, my hobby is my everything. Yeah. I'd be an absolute state without him. I'm very, very lucky. Some days I don't know what I did to deserve him, but I'm glad I did it. I really have hit boyfriend jackpot, to be fair. Like some days I feel bad for all the women who can't have him. 'Cause he mine. That boy mine. Small bit of pity. Yes, exactly. Not enough to give him up. Not even close. But sometimes I hear other women talk about their husbands and partners and stuff, and it just makes me realize how lucky I am. How lucky I am that my boyfriend isn't completely useless, but an actual adult in his own right. And that he looks after me when I don't feel up to the task, which happens, unfortunately. And yeah, he's just great. You printed a lot of stuff, 2 busts. One was silver colour filament that looks awesome. The other is a big bust of Vegeta he also painted. Just printed a treasure chest and a lot of coins. Oh, I watched you paint some of the coins on stream a while ago. That's really cool. Made even more. So fun until you need to paint them all. Do-do. Going to paint some stuff. Awesome. Enjoy. Have a nice evening, and thank you for hanging out. And thank you for the lurk. Thank you very much, Ty. So I appreciate it. Du-du-du-du-du. Haha, coffee. I thought you had a coffee maker next to your PC. Or is that just for emergencies? Ah, okay. I do like coffee. I like the taste of it a lot, but caffeine doesn't really do anything for me. It doesn't wake me up or anything like that, so I just I tend to just drink decaf during the day. Which I know is heresy to real coffee drinkers. You're in a Red Dead server for RP, a collection of characters to sell to help server costs. 200 players. Wow. I feel like I understood like 40% of that sentence. see. I had to just read it twice. I was thinking in-game, but that makes no sense. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yes, please. Ah, awesome! Little like chibi versions. That's really cool. I love that. How do you make them? You run the filter through a 3D generator. Oh, that's cool. You figured out you only need 3 items from the raid. I guess besides us here. Convert to STL file. That's really cool. I didn't realize that was a thing. Makes sense. I didn't realize you could, like, run screenshots or something through a generator. Trinket and heads and legs. Yeah. I think most of the items I need from the raid are from Dimensius, so I'm kind of buggered, to be honest. Full number one night. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, obviously we need Nick to say, I didn't think we would get this far. How many bosses is it? Bingo square, exactly. Eight. That's doable. Yeah, from what I saw on the video that Nick showed me earlier, it doesn't seem too horrendous, but I've had to eat my words in the past, so I don't want to get too optimistic. Seems like there's quite a bit of personal responsibility, which is, or can be, quite problematic for our raid. Yeah, exactly. Knockbacks and forgetting to click the cloak and do I count LFR as practice? Yeah, of course. Doing the content is practice, and obviously it's not fully, not all the mechanics are there, but it's still there. You did practice. I did not. I watched some videos earlier this evening. I would love to be able to spend more time on WoW, but it's just not really in the cards at the moment. Nick and I both had massive FOMO today. All these people playing WoW. And we're like, work is really boring. Why am I here? Why can't I be at home playing World of Warcraft? Oh yeah, I don't think it'd be... Hello? I don't think it'll be a problem. It's more like... Like, if nothing else, Nick always explains tactics, so it's not... It's not going to be completely new. Insert point for me with Squidward looking up. Yes, I know, that one, yeah. It's, unfortunately, almost every time people are playing and I am not. But I'm grown up and all that jazz, so... And I only have so many holiday days to take, so... And as I don't get sick days, I need to use my holiday days for sick days sometimes, which is... annoying. Because I still need to get paid. Come on, hello? I really hope that World of Warcraft is still a thing when I'm a pensioner. If I ever get to retire, that is. Jace! How are you? Thank you so much for the raid. You are too kind. How was your stream? Are you still working on that vampire guy, or is that finished? You would say you got a lot done. Here's a laugh. Hello. Vampire Lord is done. Oh, Dante! I did see the pictures actually. Spooklook, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I found out about 3 days ago that our local hobby store, where we're planning on going on Saturday, because they have an anniversary event going. They they have they put a post up on Facebook saying that they you have not. No, I would have. I would hope I would have seen those, but no, I hadn't. But yeah, so they have they put a post up that their event is happening. Blah blah. Nick and I all excited, yay! And then they said on Monday they announced that they're doing a painting competition. I was like, "You're kidding." So I asked, what are the requirements? What was it? They said, basically said, oh, any model that you're happy with or proud of or whatever. And I was like, fantastic. The most recent ones that I've done that I was happy with are commissions that have gone to a new house or a new home. I don't have those anymore. And then I was like, oh, I'll just do Iridan because Iridan looks really cool. And then I got a notification from eBay saying Iridan is just sold. So I was like, okay, cool. I guess we're not doing Iridan then. So I'm touching up Draika Hamadrith because she is cool, but she's one of the first models that I've ever painted. So she is quality-wise not the best. And I'm just trying to make her look a little bit more presentable. We're selling minis now, boys. Yeah, I've sold 3 now on eBay, and obviously done a few commissions. I sold, what did I sell? I sold Volturnus. I've sold Iridan. Have I sold anything else? Pretty sure I sold something else. Oh, Revenant. Professional, hardly. It's just me creating more space in my on my shelves to buy more minis. I can not support myself. Am I going to smell Snakey Jakey? No, I don't think I will. Because I would have to ask an absolute ridiculous amount for him to be able to even warrant selling him. Purely because he's the model itself is like 180 quid. And knowing me, I'm going to be spending fucking forever on that thing. Yeah, they are Age of Sigmar. LV boys. The Sylvaneth are really, really fun. I really enjoy painting them. I don't think there's any Age of Sigmar model, like a Sylvaneth model that I haven't enjoyed painting. All you're doing for the rest of the year is Angry Ronald. Yeah, it's scary shit, man. Don't remember if you can try, and if it's not link friendly, then I'll exactly, Zach can repost. Like occasionally it works. It depends on the type of link. Some links are fine, others are not. Yeah, so Nightbot is not a fan of whatever that was. Probably an Instagram link. Ooh. Thank you, Zach. Oh, sick. He looks so good. Oh, man. You guys are way too talented. You're way too talented. Check some websites on the whitelist, but that requires Nightbot knowledge that I do not possess. Yeah, I need to... The thing is, I just need to spend time on the back end, if that makes sense. Nightbot and some other things. Make some redeems and stuff like that, and I just don't know when. Streamer, do your job. Yeah, that's it. Well, that's the problem. I have a job. And the little bit of time that I have to stream or do hobby stuff, I want to actually do hobby stuff and not fight with... We all want to spend time on the back end, right? I know, right, Jace? Absolute casserole around there, Jesus. One day when you're 80 something years old, you'll grow up. Why? Why would you do that to yourself, White Wolf? Sounds awfully boring to me. Your autism assessor today asked about your hobbies and you turned your camera to show the setup and you said, no further questions, you have autism. Jesus. I'm still waiting for my autism referral. I'd rather I've had my referral, but the referral people need to get in touch with me and send me the forms that they want me to fill in before an assessment, because apparently I'm definitely on the spectrum, but not quite ADHD. So they said you should get you checked for autism. I'm like, okay, cool, I'll go do that then. Like, not directly, but literally went, show the models, end of appointment, you've got autism. I got autism. All the cool kids have autism, yeah. We all have some form of the neurospicy, so... Yeah, that's the one they are referring me to. I might chase it up, because I just think they may have just sent details on to Psychiatry UK to get them to reach out, which seems silly. I think normally they would want me to fill in forms and then get referred, so I don't really know. That's what with the ADHD one happened anyway. Your GP gives you the referral to the psych ward. 10 out of 10 on pre-appointment questionnaire. Fantastic. That means you win, right? Like, that's not good, and I was like, no man, sounds good to me. Like, what do you mean that's not good? It's just me, man. You're gonna run away? Back. Oh, Christ. Thanks, Jace, I appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of your night. And speak to you soon, I hope. Thank you very much for the raid, I really appreciate it. It's nice at least to have the ability to whip out the medical records and be like, see, it's medical. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what they can do with the TISM. I don't know if there really is anything to... there's no medication or anything. Your boss has embraced it. Nice. Cognitive therapy. What does that do? cork and bolt. I think you may need to question your referral there, Zach. Yeah. Teach you how to recognize and manage triggers. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know how helpful that's going to be, because I already know my triggers. Like, that would have been helpful 30 years ago. Let's take yourself out of situation, very volatile, but people break a process. Yeah, I get that. I have it when I'm cooking and people are getting in the way. It makes me really, really angry. Like, unreasonably so. I think my main problems is overstimulation, really. For me, it's usually music. Like, if I have to listen to music that I don't like, that's problematic for me. Your wife has misophonia, background noise. Oh, okay. I don't mind background noise myself. I quite like having, like, when I'm painting, for example, I'll have usually like a TV show on or something, just to have some noise. But if someone then talks to me, then all of a sudden it's too much. And I'll just get unreasonably angry again. the stupid thing is, like, I know that I'm being unreasonable. And that I'm overreacting. But I just can't deal. Yeah. I guess I've just always judged myself on my ability or lack of ability to function as a neurotypical person, so it's always upset me if yeah, if I for whatever reason I'm unable to respond the way I feel like I should. So I know that I'm not being very nice or very fair to myself a lot of the time. Wait a minute, the neurotypical world creates a standard which you can't possibly live up to. You feel bad about not being able to live up to the impossible standards? I know, right? I just find everything so exhausting. That's the problem. I wish I just... like, for one day I'd like to not be tired. If you judge yourself on who you are, not what you're capable of, you're incapable of your else you can. Thank you. Epic Duck Studios, thank you so much for the raid. Night, Ben. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for the follow, Killed by a Girl. Follower goal met 400 followers, crazy. Gotta raid and run, need to make dinner for you kiddos. Oh, that was loud. Holy moly, sorry. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid, Epic Duck Studios. I really appreciate it. And enjoy your dinner. I hope you had a nice stream. And I hope to catch you soon at some point. Congrats on 400. Yes, thank you. That is bananas. That's a crazy amount of people. That feels pretty nice. Right, I have now... I feel like I've now... Just need to fix the wings on these guys. Do her eyes. I think I might just put some Tesseract glow on there. Might give it a pupil. Should I give it a pupil? No, not giving it a pupil. She's spooky. She can have just glowy eyes. You wimped out on the bugs when you did Draika. Yeah, I had more problems with the holes, to be honest. But yeah, I need to fix the wings. So reason I'm painting her is because I sold the model that I wanted to take to a competition on the weekend. So I'm touching her up, and she is old. Like yeah, she's old. Yeah, she needs a bit of work, but I feel like she's the model that I have that is requires the least amount of problematic work, or like crazy amount of work, to get her up to a standard that I'm happy enough to take her with me on the weekend. Not the bees! No, exactly. No, I need to fix the bees, but yeah. Adeptus Drunkenness. That is a great emote. I love it. But yeah, she's probably one of my earliest models that I've painted. One of the first ones. She's definitely the first model that I bought from the shop that I'm going to on the weekend. So I feel like if nothing else, I'm sort of coming full circle there. That you did a few Sylvan and 3 stars. You haven't dared paint L'Oreal. I painted her, and I want to paint her again because I feel like I could do a lot better now. I'm quite happy with how her skin turned out, but I feel like I can do better with the beetle, and yeah, just in general, I can do better. So she's on the list to oh Christ. On the list to buy again. Because I don't want to repaint her. Because I feel like it's a good like example of progress if I can put two of them next to each other and see how far I've come, kind of thing. Is he on some? Yeah, I get that. It's right. I need to stop doing this because I will otherwise start making mistakes and I'll have to be back to square one. So let's not. It's also past 10 o'clock, which is very silly. I should be in bed. I want to not redo but paint the two different variants of the Avatar of Cain. Yes, so cool. Right, let's see who is about on over Twitch. Bear with, let me we'll go send some lovely viewers to another lucky streamer. I'll start typing Twatch instead of Twitch. Let's have a quick look. Browse. None of the people I follow. Cookie is online. But she's already got quite a few viewers. So let's see if there's someone who has only a few viewers. Yigs Minis? Who's that? 20. Yeah, they've got 28 already. Kind of want to... Is there anyone that we know who has, like... Can't go to Twitch anymore without uploading. I know, I refuse to. Not that I need to, if you know what I mean. I can't even make an 18 plus channel on my Discord, which is ridiculous. Arcane Canvas Studios. Okay. Arcane Canvas Studios. They're live. Let's have a look. Yep. Fantastic. Let's do it.
You know what? I'll do purple there.
Copy.
And then that'll be
Right. I am going to create a raid. Send us over to Arcane Canvas Studios. Everyone, again, thank you so much for the support, for the follows, for getting me to 400, for hanging out with me, for the subby, no subs this evening, but still for the continued support. Really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to send us over to Arcane Canvas Studios and hopefully have them have a nice evening. So, bye bye. Have a lovely rest of your night, and see you all on